Coucou les coucous! De retour à Cosmic Star Heroine. J'ai pas joué hier, je pense bien. Alright, il fallait que... Ok, toi t'étais named. Toi t'avais un tourne qui tournait. Field Agent, Alicia LaSalle, please do not disturb my patrol routine. You're just going in... Never mind. Okay, je pensais que j'aurais pu parler à lui. Welcome back, Alisa. You handled that hostage situation brilliantly. No injuries, I hope. Not one. Sean's no arm as well. Good to hear. The mission is important, but you need to take care of yourself too. I hate to spring another mission on you so soon, but Director Steele was insistent that you take it on as soon as possible. I also wanted you to team up with Echo for this one, but I convinced him you'd perform best with a familiar team. Thanks for that. Echo and I have never gotten along very well. I know, she's not an easy person to get along with. Anyway, let's call the other and get you debriefed. Oh, ok. Fait que, apparemment, c'est ici qu'on continue. Fait que je veux recommencer bien d'ailleurs. Ok. Je me rappelle bien, je ne peux pas aller ici. Ouais. Bibou bibou. Boubou boubou. Admin is requiring new data cards to gain access to the system. The IT section head is handing out new data cards, but we're not on the best of terms. I look forward to that conversation. Are you named? No. Here we are, an elite force constantly facing life and death situation, and the cafeteria doesn't even have a food reparticulator. Reparticulator? Ok, trouver un soldat que personne n'a claimé. What to buy, what to buy? Don't make across the table keep looking this way. Is she into me? And on my last paycheck, I finally got a cyber eye upgrade. Everything looks amazing, most of the time. Started a firmware download and now I can't see a thing until it's done updating. I'm stuck here. I've been taking small sips, but I can only stretch out this cup of nutrient-rich wondery sludge for so long. Right about your great work on your last mission. That reactor could have blown us all up if you hadn't been there. Just doing my job. Biggest accomplishment I've got on my record is destabilizing the Rejunia system, and it didn't even take. It's stable now. Dave, ok, c'était le gars qui était mon contact, mon chair guy. So close to connecting to everything. The Freemason, the Templar, the Space Illuminati. I'm just missing a few crucial pieces of the puzzle. Okay, I see our conspiracy theorist. Way too much free time on your hands. A mission out in the field would do you a world of good. Did you hear about the skybreaker towers? Wasn't that just a routine hostage situation? That's what I thought. Turns out the entire building was primed to blow. Whoa, seriously? Isn't Skybreaker Tower close to here? Too close. We're underground, so many would have been safe, but who knows? Luckily, one of our agents prevented it from escalating. LCS? They should just call it by the actual word. Loyalty Cleaning Suite. Here we are risking our life for the good of the planet, and yet our own agency doesn't trust us enough to leave our stuff alone. As long as you don't have anything questionable in your room, you should be fine. How should I know what they consider a sign of disloyalty? Brennan seemed like a totally normal guy and they executed him after the last LCS. You just have to fit in, can't stand out, be a model employee or so help you, straight to the execution chamber. Okay. You can see here, move along. I'm sorry, but no one is allowed to secure a storage area at a time. Interesting in learning about element effect. I've got all the info right here. Stun, skip a turn. Charm, attack allies, last one turn. Okay. Disarm. Okay. Vulnerable. Okay. Enrage, all hits received taunt. All hits receive taunt. C'est quoi taunt? Poison, take damage every turn. Only work on organic creature, less for white. Our defense in half, reduce turn frequency. If turn is slow or defense down. Astral enemies. I guess you need one of those new data cards. Okay, not Bureau d'IT. Someone breaches the server and I'm stuck handing out replacement card all day long. Blah. Let me just check you off the list. Lisa. There, you're all set. You got a new data card. With this card you can access terminal in the Agency of Peace and Intelligence. API, Agents of Peace and Intelligence. I wasn't playing Cthulhu Save the World, that's just my screensaver. I'm hard at work. Just name drop, it's all PUBG. You need 4 things to be an amazing agent. Physique, Aptitude, Spark, and Cunning. Physique, affect your max HP, increase physical damage and physical defense. Okay. Aptitude, affect your tech damage and which program you can use. Okay. Spark, affect your magic damage, magic defense, and style bonus at the start of combat. Cunning, affect your element damage, element resistant item execution. One higher stat, fight enemy, gain XP, level up, and find better equipment and you'll get them. Yet another major security loophole that I need to patch. They need to burn this code base to the ground and start all over. Just between you and me, a high-level hacker could break into our operation with ease if they really wanted to. Of course, anyone who hacked us would get eliminated by agency hitmen so fast they wouldn't even realize they were dead, so at least there's that. You know how sometimes enemies resist elements? It's not random. For example, if you want to stun an enemy, you need to deal enemy stun damage to lower their stun HP to... Oh, okay. This means that if an alien ability doesn't work, it's not a waste since it makes it easier for the next ability to succeed. Enemy gains resistance as they recover from elements, so it becomes harder and harder to inflict the same element on that thing. Je dirais que ça explique de quoi, mais non, c'est un autre jeu. There, now you have all the information you need to be an element master. Hello, Chan. Hi, Lisa. Just protecting my gunman's chance here. Ammo beyond twilight, guns in the flow of time. I pledge myself to thee to destroy all that stand in our way. Pretty cool, huh? Very cool. You need to recite that every time you use gunmancy? Just in my head, thank goodness. Glad I don't have to constantly yell that stuff out in battle. Boy, that would get old fast. Initiation of the armory, all weapons secures. Each shopkeeper has a different inventory. The left one sells weapon, the right one sells shields. Using a gun seems safer since you can fire from a distance, but I'd hate for all that martial art training I took at the academy to go to waste. That's why I love my bow. Great for combat, both up close and from a distance. Bashing and shooting, got it all. No one even considered weapons that transform. Maybe I could try out that nice saw cleaver I saw in the agency catalog. Ok, j'ai le Steel Striker, je peux avoir une Reinforced Rod. Oh, ok. Momentum. Gain style when an ability defeat at least one enemy. Cunning is left that way. Highly advanced despite the name. Combien ça coûte? 50. J'ai plus d'argent. Item up. Reset next to an item. Cunning. Increase cunning. Aptitude required 17. Je l'ai. Pas d'argent. Alright, let's continue. Toi, je t'avais pas parlé officiellement. Look like we're partner again. Finally, an away mission. I'm getting sick of being stuck here. Thought you said you like staying away from the action. Okay, You acknowledge, kissy. I'm a complicated man. Ah! This mission has high potential for extreme danger, so you'll all best pay attention. Especially Sue. We're getting unusual reading from one of the mutated forests of the surface of Romu. Lots of Astria activity there as well. Astria? Astria is a terrorist faction. It says that the government, especially the API, is a threat to all of us. The usual spiel. What do you think is going on there? I believe that one of the research facilities from the Great War has reactivated itself. Oh, that could be very bad. Lots of scary technology was developed in that war. I'm just glad you're starting to see the gravity of the situation. The last thing I want is a terrorist group with a new toy to play with. Here's some money for supply. The equipment store got some new weapon in just recently. You should check them out. Still don't understand why we need to pay for new equipment. Long live bureaucracy. I know you're an experienced agent, but I think you'll find that people around the issue have a lot of valuable advice to give. Goodness knows Dave could use some advice on how to be a proper agent. Hey! Once you're ready, head to the loading bay for the immediate transport of to the mission site. Good luck. I have a bad feeling about this mission. Take care out there. Retropad. Come pre-install with all the best game from your youth. Okay, Void Bullet. Programs are more effective. Spec, increase Actitude. Actitude plus 3. Pretty neat. Even better than a digital watch. I've been with the agency for so many years that even the sterile feels like home. Okay, zap. Lightning damage to one enemy. 135 lightning, style 25. Increase style, grinding. Reusable, 40. Effect change depending on locale. Or environment. Ah, fait un geomancer type. Pound, inflict stun, enemy loses next turn. News update. Nulupian relation tense after recent slew of mysterious citizen disappearance. Okay. Actitude, ok, t'es à peine capable de faire lui. Programs are more effective. C'est quoi ton heal, toi, déjà? Toi, t'as le boost, tech, drown, first aid, heal 150%. Toi, c'est quoi ton heal? 200%. Fait que you're a better healer, actually. Actitude juste 15 par contre. Fait que tu serais... Oh. 13-13, 15-9, 10-10. You know what? On va donner ça parce que c'est juste énormément plus de défense. Increase effectiveness for item. Increase cunning. Ability Lisa. Okay. Encore des petites choses que je suis pas tout à fait à l'aise de comment ça fonctionne. Toutes les personnes qui étaient dures à travailler avec, ouais, c'est ça, c'était toi. I heard you do woundiness. Try. Of course, I would have done even better. You ready to begin the mission? Yes. Oh, cutscene, j'avais oublié qu'on avait ça. On pollue pas mal. And yet it is but a planet. Going down? Hi, Diddle. I've never been on Romubu's surface before. Strangely beautiful. Yet very dangerous. Stay sharp and remember, just because Ashra is here doesn't mean we need to confront them directly. Suggesting we take the stealthy approach? Precisely. All we have to do is reach the facility before they do. Enter a mutated hellscape and avoid detection, avoid being digested, grab experimental weapon. What could go wrong? Excuse me folks, but this is Mike, your remote support and all-around ace pilot. I am in a holding pattern above the planet as we speak. Let me know if you need a quick takeoff or any other assistant that I can prove out. Mike, out! Okay, let's move out. A little chill music. Hello Burb. Do Burb fly? Yes, Burb do fly away. Ok, ça c'est de l'eau avec une vigne qui nous permet de passer par-dessus. Terrorist up ahead. Just need to make a few calculations and we should be able to pick up what they're saying up from this range. There. Or are we just standing around waiting here? Orders. Alright, want to make sure that we analyze the surrounding area before we move on to the facility. Hard to get any clear reading of the scanner here, too much interference from the corruption. The boss tried to make this sound just like a standard scavenging operation, but you could tell something's got her spooked. Hope we're not walking to our own graves here. We better hurry and get in the facility before they decide to move on. No need to reveal our presence once we can just find another way around. What? Chest! I see chest right here. Not bad. 5 Cosmic or Heroine 5 chest in first jungle planet bottom right. Just some que c'est un chest là. So, comme si j'avais beaucoup d'exemples to go on. Ok, qu'est-ce qu'on a fait déjà? Boost. Fire, Earth. Programme. Lightning. Style, quick change depending on locale. Free heal, okay. I want to see the grind. Okay. Ability, no new abilities like Chan, Nef, Dur, RR. L'autre qui tire comme un épée. Et quel level toi? Level 5. Sunglasses. Use that to increase anile current. Fait que quand je pèse sur Start, ça m'ouvre ça ici, c'est comme un quick close. Let's go see what's in that door. I say, lock. Dave, do you think you can hack it? Child's play. There. Finish? Nope, it's a little trickier than I thought. Attach the cord or script to the device. It'll pick the lock eventually. How long will it take? Hard to say. Could be a couple of minutes, could be longer. Just give it some time, okay? Or we could go searching for a better, less weighty way in. I would challenge this one. If your script works, great, but in the meantime, let's look for another way in. Trust me, it'll work. We should wait. I'm too patient. Let's go. Still locked. Any minute now. Let's go for some time between now and the end of the existence. Ok, fait que ça me ramène là. Hello, you. What a pretty flower. I think it likes you. Bad flower, bad! Watch out! T'as-tu un weakness? Weak to fire. Got tired of waiting for dinner. Je pense pas qu'elle stun a fonctionné. You fucking hurt hard though. Encore le même skill. Puis moins 1. Il semble qu'il y avait quelque chose de spécial avec les HP. Ok, tout le monde gagne d'XP même quand ils sont à terre. Puis I have full HP, if I remember well. This tree doesn't look like entirely stable. Ok, j'assume que c'est genre un sort of bridge. Potion. Ok, c'est vrai, faut que j'équipe mes stems. Kinda weird when you put it that way. Are you dead? Water ice, deadly in life, unstoppable in death. En fait, c'est peut-être un spiritual enemy, ça. That hurts. Play the gun. Les ennemis deviennent plus forts plus que plus je niaise, me semble. De HP. Fait que, je vois toutes les choses que je pourrais essayer d'optimiser pour mon turn avec les boosts que j'ai et whatnot là. And it's kind of hard. What have we here? Oh, that's a DX9 military grade purification torch, able to roast a target from the inside out in no time or your money back. Aren't these illegal in the Greater Divadi system? Are they? Well, I'm sure nobody would mind if we use these for officially sanctioned government shadow op. I wonder what happened to its owner. No trace of organic remains, but the guns seem unarmed. Instantly vaporized? Maybe devoured in one giant gulp? What a sick way to go. What's that? Yes, previous owner, very tragic. Let's have a moment of silence to honor their memory. Okay, long enough. New gun time. Chan now has the purification torch ability. Gunmen see fire damage to one enemy. Stand back, time to test out my new toy. With that, a new path awaits us. I'm sure that the purification torch was precise enough to burn away the inside of the tree, but seeing in action is so cool. And if the torch beam hadn't been as precise as you thought, excuse me, the tree would have exploded, possibly setting the entire jungle on fire. It didn't, so I'm going to call this one a win. Alright. Ça fait une demi-heure, on va revenir la prochaine fois. Alors, au revoir et à bientôt.